in a
Oh,
very realistic way as compared to, like, others that I've watched, like, in the past and stuff. I was never into, like, hospital dramas,
like
but
Grey's Anatomy?
yeah, like, that kinda this is, like, real, but still, like, story. It's nice. Oh, like it.
Okay. I used to be obsessed with Grey's Anatomy.
Mm,
I watched, like, 10 seasons of it before I was
You
like, "Okay,
watched 10
I'm,
seasons
like."
of Grey Anatomy? Grey's
Might have been
Anatomy?
more. It was whenever McDreamy died, and then I was like,
mm,
I'm over this."
you're done.
You're
Yeah.
done.
But then I don't know, I haven't gone back to it because at one point I was also watching, like, Chicago MD,
I
Chicago
remember that.
PD, Chicago
Mhm.
Fire, like Law& and Order, and, like, all that
Yeah,
stuff
I
that
had
just had,
that.
like,
Mhm.
similar universes, so I was in it, and I just haven't I got out of it, I just haven't
Mm.
gone back in.
That's me with Criminal Minds. That's, like, the only one
Oh,
I used to get, like
I watched d are you watching the
mm,
sequel?
haven't watched it yet. I it doesn't
I'll watch it when Reed comes back. Bring my man Reed
exactly,
back, and they're talking
exactly. Yep,
about it, but he's
exact
not there yet, so
okay, see, and it's been out it's what is it, like, 2 seasons in or by now?
since the pandemic, I think they were
Yeah,
doing
it's been
shit, like,
coming
in
out
the
for a while.
pandemic.
I remember them saying they're gonna do that, and I'm like, okay."
I
You guys
know.
could just also, renew Mindhunter, but sure.
I heard that's that Netflix show that had 3 seasons, right?
So good.
Yeah,
2
I've heard nothing but good things about it.
2 seasons, I think. Yeah, if you like Criminal Minds, you'll love Mindhunter. It's pretty much a prequel to the entire
You were
BSU.
right, it's 2 seasons.
Yeah. I
It
remember
has an
because I was so sad.
it has an 8.6 on IMDb and a 97 on Rotten
Oh,
Tomatoes.
sheesh, yeah. Like, it
That's
it honestly was perfect. It was, like, in terms of, like, true crime, like, type of drama, it was great. I don't understand what happened. They coulda kept
yeah,
it going forever if they wanted, I feel like.
especially, like, back in 2017, I feel like Netflix didn't have a lot of bangers.
Exactly, and this
So
was definitely one of them, and it re-sparked the whole Dexter, kind of Hannibal, that whole
Oh,
space of shows.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Danny
just
loves
recently got into
Dexter.
Dex I just recently got into it. I love
I've
it.
been watching, like, synopsises and shit on it, and it literally sounds like everything I would wanna watch, and I think I've watched the first episode maybe 3 times, but I'm gonna get into it. I know I'm gonna like it.
Take your time. But you brought up Hannibal. We're talking about the TV show, right?
Yes.
Did you watch that?
Yes, I did.
I love Hannibal.
All of it?
All of it. Mads
All of
Mikkelsen
it?
to me, like, it's just 3 seasons.
Yeah, but that 3rd season too?
Listen, it's a LSD trip of
Yeah,
an experience, but you know
for
what?
real.
It wrapped up nicely in my opinion.
I don't even know if I finished the 3rd season because I was just so taken aback at the whatever plot they were going with, like, I don't know, those first 2 seasons were
D it
yes, especially because I was watching Mindhunter at the same time, so I was just getting
Mhm.
all this, like, BSU type shit going on.
Even the guy who played the main character had no idea what was going on anymore.
Yeah,
He was
okay,
so
so
lost.
maybe
Well,
I'll rewatch it now that I'm, like I look
I
at things a little different
well,
now.
but I messed something up, so we won't be going live on Instagram, so that's my bad. Whoopsies.
Oh, no, it's alright.
Yeah. I clicked it to accidentally go live on my personal profile, and then I tried to refix it, and it won't let me refix it, so we will just be on Twitch and YouTube for now.
Yeah.
What's up, chat?
Let's see this.
Speaking of chat, Riasat, you're a legend for
Look at
watching
Danny
Gurren
converting
Lagann.
people.
Listen, Gurren Lagann, bro, that's my baby girl. I love that series. That series definitely changed my perspective on a lot of things in life. And so to see that this guy over here, Riasat, saying it's top 3 for him already, am I gonna say it's top 3 for me? That's hard. I have to think about it. But it's up there. That's for sure. It's up there.
Definitely another anime that, like, I have seen that first episode probably 10 times by now.
And you just
Just
tap
can't get
out?
over that hump. Like, I
Mm,
know it gets good. It's one of those for me. I have heard nothing but good things about Gurren Lagann.
mm. So what's the top 3 anime for you?
Honestly, anime,
Personal,
not
personal.
manga.
You don't gotta say like,
Yeah, no,
oh, this is the upper echelon. We all got our personal
Yeah,
threes.
yeah, well,
exactly.
I'll just say, like, currently right now, like, in terms of, like, if I was to answer that question right now, Vinland Saga, um,
Mm,
Woman of culture.
cheers. Wait, are you watched
mm
both seasons?
yes. Oh, hell yeah.
Well, she's
There
a
you
I'm
go.
Berserk
waiting. I
fan,
don't read
so
it either, so I'm just waiting. Damn, what have I what? Doctor Stone, man. That is such a feel that, like, I just
I'll be
the
happy
way
for
I
them.
feel watching that anime is just nothing. I don't get that feeling anymore, like, ever. Um, Sakamoto days, but I'm not gonna say top 3. Top 3, definitely Doctor Stone, Vinland
Okay.
Saga. Yeah, Death Note, Attack on Titan, One Piece, yada yada yada.
Yada yada yada. The usuals.
The
Yeah, the
staples.
usuals,
The
the usual
usuals.
suspects.
But
Baki, I'm a Baki lover. So.
let's start
Oh,
to get
I'm
some
low-key a
introduction.
Baki lover.
Low
Like,
key.
because I'm not gonna sing its praises. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna like look at you
I
in the face and be like, bro, no, you
gotta,
gotta
you
check it out.
gotta.
No,
it's one of
never.
those like it's your fave.
Hey, if
like
you in the
it's my
mood,
little fave.
if you in the mood,
Baki.
you can watch it. You don't gotta watch it. Do what you want.
Yeah,
Dude, it's
exactly.
like a more ridiculous Fast and Furious of anime.
It's
Like,
just the moves, the to even think of coming up with fighting moves that way, like I was
this man was able to flex his fingertips to climb up a fucking wall that's as
freaking like took
flat
out
as a
a
board.
What is
hair
going?
from his ear and turned it into a dart. Like I'm just like this is just
Crying. But we did some yapping. It was 5 minutes of yapping, 6 minutes or whatever. So let's start to do some introductions. Let people know what's going on. Say what's up to the chat. What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to another Moon Piece One Piece live stream, live reaction for One Piece chapter 1144, titled "A Time for Warriors." We have a special guest with us. You may have seen her on one of our actual, I guess we call them official episodes, or our real people episodes, in person ones. But this is our first time having you on a live stream. Sachi, Chibi Thought, local magical gal. Thank you for
Welcome
coming
back.
through.
hello. Thank you for having me again. I'm excited.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute since we got to really catch up on some One Piece, because we weren't really allowed to talk about One Piece in front of Kimmy because she wasn't having it.
Right. I remember last time. Yes. So
She was like, "Oh God, these guys."
let's loose now.
He gave us 15 minutes and that was it.
She was like, "Guys, wrap it up. I want to talk about."
Yeah,
other
she's
stuff."
like, all right, let's go.
She watched the live action though and she liked it. So there's an update for you.
We'll see. We started Sailor Moon, so maybe we might be able to get her to start One Piece. We might be able to make it happen.
Nice. I hope she likes the live action.
Yeah, she's
like a
enjoying it.
reaction video coming out about that soon.
But Sachi, you want to let people in the chat know who you are and what you do, for anybody who don't know who you are, first time seeing you?
Right. Hi. I'm Sachi, your local magical gal. Nerdy content creator. Usually always have purple hair. Talk with my hands a whole lot. But yeah, no, I I cover anime, manga, gaming, pop culture. Very big into the fashion blogging side too. I have a blog called Attack on Trend. That's where I talk about the intersections between like anime, gaming, tech, science, and fashion, style design. What else do I do? I be hosting events. I like those
you
events.
be hosting is a very low word. Guys, feel like you're always outside, bro.
Yeah, I try not to be. I swear, I love my home. But no, yeah, I be hosting events, throwing like fun nerdy stuff, like nerdy game shows and just networking stuff. Girls' game night, popping out Anime NYC weekend. But yeah, hi.
When it comes to like some of the hardest working people in the game, I feel like in our community that we see, it's definitely Shonen Showdown,
Oh yeah,
Toasty, and you. Because
Prob.
y'all be in the trenches. I'm like, yo, they not tired.
We are always tired. That's the hilarious part. Always tired, I swear.
It's crazy.
I'm sure
stuff.
speaking for them too. I know I could already speak for them.
I mean, shit, even a little bit we do. We just started streaming a little bit more, and I'm pretty sure we're over here like, God damn.
Right.
Every time there's a break in a week, we're like, cheers.
Exactly.
We was like, how did we get here? It went from being like we just drop an episode every 2 weeks, and now we're like, so we got 4 things to do this week, guys.
That consistency though, that's what I like. That's what I'm trying to get into when I start back streaming. I'm like been working on my VTuber and all that. So I'm like, okay.
Oh,
VTuber.
Yeah.
That's
I'm gonna
a
be a
process.
hybrid tuber.
Are you gonna have a little avatar or?
Yeah, like
is your
Love
VTuber
that.
gonna be Millie rocking or nah?
I can't Millie rock, so it might.
You can't Millie rock. What do you mean you can't
Millie rock? I can't. I could do the general movements. I'm so sorry. Or if I can do it, no one will ever see because I only do it in my room.
With me. This is worse than when Danny tells me he don't know songs. You can't
I
Millie
also
rock.
can't heel and toe.
Well, a heel toe, I get it. That's like
okay,
you gotta like. There's a lot going on to hit a heel toe.
You feel me? Like,
but a Millie
Harlem
rock.
Shake, I could chicken noodle soup. I feel like that should be. I could bust it.
You got to make you a TikTok series of day 1 learning how to Millie rock.
I really do.
Day 2,
I've been seeing those, and I really do need to. Like, it's not that I can't do it. I'm just so afraid of what I'm going to look like when I genuinely try.
Bro, be talking with her hands all the time, but can't Millie rock.
I have to practice in my house. Catch me outside in the summer. I got you by summer.
This summer. This is your summer. This is your time.
This is my summer. This is my Millie.
This is your time to not let Brooklyn down.
For real though. I'm so sorry.
But This stream, we will be doing chapter 1144. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Ria Sat, we see you. It's Motions. Shade, what's going on? Yeah, a lot of people showing out so far. We got 6 people right now. We're gonna start getting going. So Sachi, what we usually do is one of us will take like the cover story and then the first 2 pages, and then another one of us will take the next 2 pages, and then we kind of go in that order from the official Viz translation for anybody who wants to follow along. We basically put on our best voice acting performances here. You know what I mean? We tend to put the sauce on it. Danny does a much better job than me at putting the sauce on it. I just don't got that dog in me.
I feel you.
But you know,
it's been a while since I've done it, so we in the same boat.
Yeah. And then, you know, in between readings, in between pages, you know, we say our thoughts, theories. We just kind of just have fun with it. Like anything you notice, any conversation, we're just going with the flow. It's a read along.
We're hanging out.
We're hanging out.
It's book club.
It's
book club. Yes.
It's One Piece and chill.
One Piece.
One Piece and chill.
So, Danny, you want to take our cover story in first 2 pages?
Yes, let's do it, guys. Chapter 1144, titled "A Time for Warriors."
Wait, where is it? Did you share it?
Viz.com.
Oh, I see. Sorry.
No, take your time.
It says no files being shared. Add file?
Corey, you sent it?
Oh, the link? Oh, you don't have it pulled up on your screen?
Not the chapter, no.
Give me a second. Let me send it to you.
All right. While you guys do that, I'm going to just say, God, it's Motions. Thank you for checking out Yellow Jackets. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Episode 7, you're a champ.
Bro, really out here influence people to watch stuff. You got some nerve.
Listen, it's good TV, man. Corey, you got to watch the first episode, bro.
Well, you also, like, I'm not a fan of, like, that type of content. You talking about, like, there's, like, borderline cannibalism and stuff like that. Like, I don't get a okay, not borderline. That's not. I don't watch Survivor, bro. Like, you like Survivor. You like Survivor, bro. And I don't.
Wait, you like Survivor?
I got into it recently, like last year. Last year, I got into it. What?
There has to be a time where we talk.
You know what? Let's do a fucking mid-season review. We're already halfway through the season.
No
one else watches that show, and I've seen every season pretty much, and I don't really like the newer seasons. But that
would you ever do it?
Me personally, no. I know I couldn't.
You don't think you could?
Oh, yeah. Well, we got somebody over here who's not that humble.
Factors. You and my boyfriend said he wants to go, and I'm like, okay, we'll see.
That's good for you.
Like, we've planned the whole, like, oh, like, I'm pregnant now, and now they have to give him $1 million. The whole sad story. You have to have all blind. It's like, and now suddenly.
I'm crying. Shay said, I just got a haircut. I'm ready to run that fade with Corey for no reason. Yo, you see what haircuts be doing to people? You see what haircuts do to people? Those little 24 hours. Y'all know how to act.
Corey took those braids out and was feeling those curls.
Yeah, man. Had to get it out, bro. I'll be trying to make them braids last as long as I can.
Yeah, your money's worth, man.
Word. All right. So you got it pulled up?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Danny. You ready?
All right, let's do it. Chapter 1144, titled A Time for Warriors. Here we're at it again. Ogre Child Yamato's Golden Harvest Surrogate Pilgrimage, Volume 29. Minamoto the Carpenter and the girls are freed. So here we're seeing Yamato being thanked by all of the girls that were kidnapped by Who's Who in the gang. And we're seeing the Carpenter wipe tears of joy out of his face while Otama's taking the ropes off of him. And you're seeing all of his bodyguards beat the hell up on the floor.
Yeah.
Battered and bruised.
Honestly,
this happened a lot faster than I thought. I thought they were going to drag this out.
Right.
Pei and
they still dragging it out because we still got to see OT and Page One pledge their allegiance to being a scabbard. They could have did this here now too.
They could have.
I mean,
well, at
we'll
least
see
we
that.
know where all the girls went.
So long as it's like Ulti, Page One, and Who's Who pledging their allegiance all at the same time, and not just dragging that out a little bit more.
You think Who's Who would? Or you think actually, you know what? Who's Who would probably do it just so he could always have a chance to try to beat Yamato, but he just can't beat Yamato.
Right.
And then he'll eventually just get respect for her.
Ulti would probably do it if Who's Who does it.
Well, you mean Page One?
Yeah, Page. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I like this stuff.
3 different. I hope they don't drag that out. Kind of over this cover story.
Girl, this cover story. This is on 29. We going to 50.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. I mean, like, I guess she's still visiting Wano, but I mean, she rescued everybody who was being kidnapped. because like the subplot for all of this was that people were getting kidnapped and people
Exactly.
were
So we know
missing.
what that is now.
Yeah,
So
but
can we be done with this?
then there's gonna be a new subplot that's gonna lead to Sasaki.
Yeah, she's gonna
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. All right, well, please no. All right, let's move on to the next 2 pages. Here we're cutting to Frankie reacting to something that Ripley is showing him. Whoa, what's this? Well, you tell me what you think it is. It's been here for ages. It looks like pure science to me, says Frankie. See, I figured a mechanical man like you would enjoy it more than anyone
Danny,
else.
can you check your mic to see if it's coming from your audio set, see if it's coming from your mic or the camera? Just want to make sure.
Yeah. Boo, it's coming from the mic.
All right, cool.
What's a facility like this doing in the Kingdom of Warriors? And here we're seeing a backdrop of this absolutely ginormous facility, tree-like situation. And we're saying ginormous because we can see how huge this is compared to someone like Ripley, who's a giant. And Frankie's just this wee little bit who just goes right up to her knees. And then here we see from a distance screaming, "Hey, up here, Frankie. I'm glad you found this place," says Lilith. "I was going to tell you about it later. It's really cool inside, Frankie," says Bonnie as she's out here. And of course, we get that little doom. "Lilith, Bonnie, what are you two doing here?" We got lost. "Thank you for finding us, though. Even a genius can be bad at directions, I guess," says Frankie. "I'm glad we ran across you then. I've been hearing alarms in the distance, so there's probably danger in the woods," replies Ripley. Lilith chiming in, "Anyway, listen to this. I can hardly believe this place, but by my estimation, this building stood here for at least 3 millennia. What? Don't lie to me. Do you realize how ancient that makes it?" says Frankie. "I can't say she's wrong, though. Even in Elbaf, we have no record of what this building is," says Ripley. Yeah. What do you guys think of these 2 pages?
Bro, the Loki lore drop?
So cool.
Like, guys, I'm telling you, I've been saying it for a while. Oda is in his Ancient Aliens bag. He's been watching the History Channel, and he's coming out with conspiracy theories.
Yep. Ever since that whole connection with Sky Island, I've been seeing him just put more and more little like ancient prophecy come back here and little conspiracy theory here. And
well, bro said the final saga. He said it's time. It's time for me. It's time for me to play chess with y'all for reals.
It's been wrapping it up.
3,000 years. So what are we thinking? First world?
Definitely ancient kingdom, ancient technology.
Well, you know what?
It has that look too.
Sorry, you were saying?
It has that look like the same ancient kingdom they found when they were up in Sky Island. It has that kind of look.
It could be Second World, only because if we know that the Void Century took place 100 years ago, or 800 years ago,
over a span of 100 years.
Right. So, but that kingdom stood, let's say, roughly 1,000 years ago. Right. It was like prosperous and it was at its peak.
You talking about the one in Skypiea?
No, I'm just talking about the ancient kingdom.
Okay.
Like the one that went to war and like.
I think the ancient kingdom is even older, right? Like I think the ancient kingdom dates back to when this is like 3 millennia. We're talking about the beginning.
Right.
Like that's where all the technology comes from.
I guess I'm just saying that like the ancient kingdom could have been around for, we don't know when First World took place.
True.
So what I'm trying to say is how long did the ancient kingdom that we know Joy Boy is from, how long were they around? Because this could be during Second World too.
So Joy Boy is specifically during the Void Century.
Right, Second World.
Yeah. So that's when that takes place. This seems like it dates before that, even further back.
Yeah, for sure.
I believe the Joy Boy stuff was maybe about 1,000 years ago. So this dates back even further back. Like the ancient kingdom and all that stuff is even further back. So I think this is where it's just like this is expanding because like putting in the number 3 millennia. Puts it even now. We never really thought that far back. So this is a new revelation. So maybe it might be kind of having us all. It's like, okay, so when did this? We never had anything this far back.
Right. Especially with that like double spread we got a few chapters back with like all of that ancient history, and that's like their ancient history. So who knows how old this?
This is a relic to them. They're like, I don't know, bro. That's for all of us. This shit's been here. This shit has been here, bro.
I think it's very interesting that, like, I always thought that we were gonna get some kind of information on the ancient kingdom from the Void Century.
Yeah.
And ever since Oda brought up First World and Second World, I didn't think we were gonna get so much information on First World.
Mhm.
But seeing as how he's dropping this structure here that dates back 3,000 years ago is only telling me that he wants to,
Yeah.
you
End
know,
it?
bring up more. No, not end it, just like kind of expand the
Give more
history of the One
context.
Piece world even
Right.
more. Like, we're not just gonna learn what happened in the Void Century. We're actually gonna learn what happened thousands of years before that.
Yeah, we're gonna
I
learn
just
how
think that
everything's
that's really
connected
cool.
from between Nika, Joy Boy, and Luffy, like
Right.
Shada say in the comments.
And it makes sense to do it on Elbaf because it's like, you know, that this civilization goes back that many years. Like they
Yeah.
have connections to the ancient civilizations and like the ores and like all those type of people. So it makes sense.
Yeah,
I
Elbaf
like
is
it. I
almost like
love the
a
lore drops. That's what I'm here for.
Elbaf feels like Zoe on steroids.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the amount of
I think it's
information we got from Zoe for such a small amount, like the way it kind of
Mhm.
expand the world, we didn't really understand that there would be 4 road poneglyphs. You know what I mean? That
Right.
wasn't really. We didn't
Mhm.
even think about that term. We just thought about poneglyphs. So
Mhm.
Zoe was like the beginning of all of that. Now Elbaf is showing. I mean, listen, I know everybody has their own beliefs when One Piece is going to end. I saw that now people are talking about like Oda saying October 2026, right?
I
Oh,
I
don't
don't know.
wanna
okay.
hear
I don't know how
that.
real. I don't know how real or credible that information is. I'm not taking
Mhm.
it serious. But even still, I've been
Mhm.
saying it many times during a lot of our streams. I do feel like you have to really be just in denial if you can't notice Oda's pacing once he got into the final saga
Oh,
to
yeah.
like, oh, he's really trying to end this shit.
Mhm.
Like, if
We
you
saw
don't feel like he
moves and
is,
people we ain't never seen before. Like niggas is dying that never died before. Like it's like we're
Yeah.
seeing things like, especially like with the 5 elders and just revealing all those powers just back to back to back and just
yeah.
it's been super. I love it and I
'Cause-
love it. Even with Bonnie, that whole reveal, like Oda's just been like, here's your lord, take it.
Yeah, because pre this time, like if this was any other time in the story, these elders would have been rolled out so slow in Egghead. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But like none of us was prepared for all 5 and Kizaru. You know what I mean? It
Yeah,
was even Lucci showing up. We was like, oh, this is okay. I guess Lucci's
for
the
real.
villain.
Like that was me. I was like, this is giving final battle shit. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
We just got here.
I'm disappointed though, because one of the moment that I did like during these 2 pages, no Bonnie and Lilith for Straw Hats, huh? They really not gonna
No,
join. I'm
no.
cooked.
I
Yeah.
gave up on that, like,
I
when we
know. I
first
gave
got to
up
Elbaf.
too. I was like, once they said I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna stay here too to revive my daddy. I was like, oh, this is a bullshit.
Mhm.
This is some bullshit.
Already setting up for that Yamato play.
No, listen,
If this
she
cover story don't
she
lead to it, what was it for?
what was it for?
What was it
Yeah, because
for?
she wanted to get to know Wano. Here
And
she
then
is
stay
getting to
there.
know Wano.
Right? We get to like have a DK spend time with Yamato without having to waste time in the story to spend time with Yamato to speed run her into the like this better be a speed run of mad cover stories to make up for like mad chapters to like
Right.
do the we don't really know Yamato that well
Yeah.
just to
Yo,
throw her on the crew.
what if the carpenter that she just rescued builds her a boat to leave Wano, and then Ulti and Page 1 go with her just to
Ooh.
drop her off at the Straw Hats?
Yo, get
I
this
like
man a
that.
fucking hat. Wait, is
I like
Remy on your
that.
head?
Remy LeBeau?
I like
Remy
that.
the rat.
Oh, the fucking rat.
I like that.
Listen,
You cooked right
why
there.
else?
You cooked.
Why
That would be
else?
dope, and
I
it
would
makes
love
sense.
that.
Yeah, that would be beautiful. We need to see Yamato. Get to it. Let's go. I'm
Need
ready.
it. All right.
And
I'll
then all
take
the
the
people who got a tattoo of Yamato wouldn't look like a fucking idiot anymore.
Wow, you trying to disrespect me?
No, you got the you got the
trying to
volume
disrespect
cover
me?
on you. There's a
Oh.
difference.
I got volume 100 tatted on my calf.
Other
As you
people
should.
literally got like all of the Straw Hats like symbols plus Yamato.
Damn,
I'm
bro.
talking
Why
about
I had
those
to
people.
nigga strayed me like it was crazy. I was like, yo, I'm sitting right here, dude.
I
Well,
didn't.
thank God
I
Yamato's
forgot.
like still the GOAT, but
OD. All right. I'll take the next 2 pages.
Key.
Okay. We have Lilith. Then that just makes it all more worth studying. I'll think I'll settle down and live here. You sure you won't get lost? Anyway, let me check out the inside too. Bonnie screaming, yeah! What's the matter, Bonnie? Behind you. There's something creepy. And then we get a fake Oda name box.
Right.
What I'm afraid of: lightning. Big Mom is back. Oh,
Right?
Elbath, land of
Giving
mystery and
bait.
wonder. No, this isn't natural. I don't know what that is, as Ripley proclaims. Then we cut to the Western Village. We see what I'm afraid of: a Draugr. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was struggling this.
I was fighting for my life.
Yeah, OD.
Sober up and grab your weapons. The firefighting's far is down. That looks like a Draugr to me. It's a damn zombie. Is this related to children's daydream somehow? What's going on? Where are the captains? Someone needs to take command. They drank too much and had to rush to the bathroom. What? That looks awfully familiar. Is it an enormous me? Quick, take the visitors away from the village. Wait. Hold on. Don't treat us with kid gloves. We want to fight too. You said that awfully quiet. Whatever this is, it doesn't seem like business as usual for Elbath. No, Colin, you can't. Ready? I'm going to move the whole desk.
Yo. I love how Jinbei's clocking Usopp in his remarks right now.
He's like, you said that shit mad low, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, speak up, sir.
At least he said
Yo.
something.
Which is funny because Riasat just said in the chat, where's Usopp's power up? I don't know. Maybe we're about to see it. Maybe we're finally going to see Usopp do a little something.
I know everyone was saying this is his arc and this and that.
It's now or never. It is now or never. Because if it don't happen now, then don't do it. Just don't do it.
Just don't do
Just don't do it.
Well, that won't. People will not like that. That'll be even worse.
They should have gave Usopp a Germa suit and called it a day.
Yo, that would have been so
Germa
cool.
Usopp?
Whoa.
Germa Usopp?
Soge King?
Soge?
Yeah, Soge.
The
Okay.
Soge King raid suit?
Like
That
he
would
puts
be
on the mask and the suit comes out of the mask.
No, somebody, there has to be art about it. There has
We'll
to
get
be something.
for
we'll get
Usopp.
Gracia to do it.
If they actually, yeah, be like, yo, Gracia, I'm gonna need you to make a Soge King raid suit.
Effects happening.
That would be
With
crazy.
Theme song included.
That
Every
would
time
be
he puts it on,
Maybe it's Egghead's outfit. Like it would look kind of like that same type of suit, similar.
Yeah. And then
Totally
Usopp's
fine with
egghead
that.
outfit. I mean, same thing with Zoro. It's basically the same fit. The bubble go hard. You can't go wrong with the bubble.
It would.
Yo, Brooke kills me in this page.
I know.
This man does not take anything seriously.
I needed this to happen though, because if bro did not say that looks like me, I would have been like, we were robbed. We were robbed. We were
The little
robbed.
sprinkles of comedy, like how the two strongest dudes are like in the bathroom because they're drunk. Brooke's talking about, oh, this looks like me. Like y'all have no idea.
No, but the way Oda like drew these things, it's just like freaking me out. When they first came out, I'm like, is this the real chapter or is this fake?
Yeah. I mean, even how he has them, like, they look weird even within the like the art of the panels, like
Yeah.
the way they're
Yeah.
kind of like it looks like blotchy almost, like a
Yeah.
watercolory
Drawing.
effect.
Yeah, like it's probably water paint. Probably
Yeah.
water paint.
All right.
Which he likes to do. He likes the whole like real art thing coming to life. Like keep noticing.
Oh yeah, he did that. He's done that a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Conjuro and
Right. Bitch ass.
Bitch ass. Damn. Shade
My
said,
turn.
Danny, that was my theory. Give it back.
Oh.
it was our theory, bro. We're a community.
Well, that's just a theory.
Theory.
A One Piece
manga
theory. All right.
Okay.
ready? No pressure.
Why not? I'm a warrior too. I want to fight. Of course you can't. But I'm a son of Gabon. But I'm the son of Gabon.
You know who I
Exactly, you're
am?
not- Exactly. Exactly.
have
You're
your
not
ass.
Gabon. So go find safety with the rest of the children and stay put. Got it? And he like kicks him to the side or Flop is crazy. He didn't have to do that. Hey, Jarul. What is it, girl? There's something we need to tell you about. I'm sorry we didn't bring it up earlier. An intruder who looks like red hair in the castle? Yes, sir. The pair were incredibly strong. One of them used strange powers. The quickest answer to most mysteries in this world is a double fruit of some kind. If these phenomena are unfamiliar to you, then there's a good chance that those folks are behind it all. Inform the entire country that 2 humans unrelated to the Straw Hat crew have infiltrated. Tell me as soon as they're found. You got it, Chief. Do you really think there are just 2 of them causing all this causing all these strange phenomena, perhaps we should expect more. At least 2. You got it. I don't know who these people are, but if you're abducting children in broad daylight, they're despicable. We have to stop them. Yes, Nami. What are they going to demand from Elbath once they've got the kids held hostage? I've never heard of an abduction like this. It will not come to pass. We'll help too. Just give us a ship and someone to move us around. Nonsense. You are our guests. Stay in hiding where it's safe. But wait, now we're at Dari and Bragi. They're still in the bathroom, Chief. Bunch of lightweights.
Dude, being
Yo,
just hungover is wicked.
I
Having a
can't
fight
imagine.
after being hungover?
What? You got
Imagine.
the spins? You haven't eaten anything?
You
No,
haven't
no
eaten, like,
way.
as soon as you get up, like that first, like, who? And someone you have to immediately start scrapping, like, oh, hell
Just
no.
kill me.
That's the
Yeah,
that's
like,
the
you
big
got
mom
it.
hunger pangs right there.
Yo, I'm loving the little powwow that the Straw Hats are having right now, kind of like breaking down the situation. Like, what are we gonna do? What's the enemy look like?
Right.
You know, Jinbei's over here, like, guys, let's cut the shit. It's probably a devil fruit.
Yeah, like we already know.
Let's
we've
not
been
act
here
stupid,
before.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's
like
feeling
too
more and
that-
more like a Yonko crew. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're getting serious. And I like that the chief is like, inform the entire country, 2 humans unrelated to the Straw Hat crew. Because just knowing One Piece, that it'll be some foolishness happening where they think that Luffy and them are the intruders. And like, it'll just be something weird. So I like
Yeah.
that was like, yo, it's some new niggas. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially one that looks like Shanks.
yeah, exactly.
Colin over here, like, my dad'll have your ass. I'm like, all right, Nepo baby, relax.
For real.
Nobody care about you.
Adorable
you guys-
though. And there's always one. There's always that character. He's like our little Momonosuke. Like
Danny,
wonder-
you still not trusting Ja Rule?
Yeah, no, listen. Ja Rule is still on fraud watch, 100%. I don't trust this man. I don't think that I don't think that he has anything to do with the invasion,
Mhm.
but he's not stupid either. He especially if like he's being told that someone that looks like red hair Shanks is
Right.
here and it's
Mhm.
not him, he might have an inkling of who that is, because I always think back to what I think it was Killingham that asked Shamrock, like, yo, what are you doing here in Elbaf? Are you visiting King Harold's grave? So if
Yeah.
Shanks had some kind of relationship with King Harold, I can't imagine that Ja Rule wouldn't know. Not Shanks, Shamrock had a
Mhm.
relationship with King Harold. I can't imagine that Ja Rule doesn't know who that is either.
Yeah, he might know something at least.
Yeah. Especially
Yeah.
because he didn't say that in the announcement. He just said 2 humans unrelated to the Straw Hat crew.
Yeah. Also,
But-
oh, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say it doesn't matter because Shamrock isn't here anymore.
Yeah, Shamrock's gone.
Yeah,
too.
he's been gone.
Also, Brooke, I want to shout out to him because like he's like assessing the situation. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know. You think it's just 2?
Like, you see what's going on right here?
This
Like,
don't feel like 2 people, y'all.
Yeah.
It's 3, but not
Even
all.
if it is just 2 people, there's like mad giants, like giant monsters here.
Yeah.
So
right.
they're gonna have to put up with they're gonna have to put up a fight.
All right. Then you want to take the next 2?
Let's do it. Jinbei's over here saying if the targets are human sized, we'll have an easier time looking for them. Yeah, exactly. Let the big guys fight the big guys. We'll search for the intruders, says Usopp. The problem is that Elbaf is too huge for us to cover, says Brooke. Nami notices a little something, and then it's Colin dragging a giant bag, and he's going, ugh, as he's slowly trying to drag it away. So the crew approaches him. You're not gonna stop me. You want to ride with me? Okay, all right, then I'm captain, says Usopp. And then Nami's over here giggling. Oh, that's so adorable.
She really love the kids.
She do. That's my girl.
So they're riding with Colin. They're taking off. Man the oars, Colin Pirates. You're the biggest one here. You do the rowing, bro. Onward as they charge forward into the horizon. Now we're cut into Gunko. Message to all of the Sun World. Humans unrelated to the Straw Hat crew have been spotted at Arust Castle. They have demonstrated over hostility and are considered. And then here we see them laughing. Yeah, it's Gunko's post-meal ritual. It's not a ritual. I just like doing it. TDs,
That
huh?
was good
I
delivery,
prefer
bro.
listening to a live musical performance. And whoever flubs a note first, boom. but it's nice to have a hobby you can carry around with you. What's that song you like so much? New World. Yeah. Well, you got a problem with the one you live in already? Don't make fun of what other people like, Sommers. Oh yeah, sorry about that. But hey, look, the adults are trying their hardest to save the kids. Idiots.
Yo, the God's Nights are fun. I ain't gonna lie.
Dude, they're funny. They're funny guys.
They're fun. Hate them, but they're fun.
Sommers is an asshole, but
Sommers
you know
is
what?
a
I'd have
silly
a
little
drink with
guy.
him.
Mhm.
He's a little guy. Shade is saying when Luffy you sees that they change sides on him, think he's gonna crash out. They sold Luffy out quick.
Luffy's gonna be like, I knew I didn't trust that rat bastard.
Bro said we didn't even do a Davy back fight. Bro just took him.
Even though he was never really good at those anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember, but the TDs that Gunko's got on,
Mhm.
those are tone dials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I learned this from Grand Line's video that in old SBS, apparently they're just like the dials that you see on like Skypea, and they're able to record one song and one song only.
Yeah.
So if you guys had a couple of TDs, what would your songs be?
That's ridiculous. If I had to, well, that's basically the old school way of like you got one record,
One
Rhino,
song,
one
yeah.
song.
You got
I'm
one
with you.
song right now. What's that song that's like playing in your head that you can't get out of?
Something from Eusexua by FK Twigs for sure. But if I really had to live in
Woody
the
over
world
here.
with one song, something from Daft Punk. I wouldn't be able to choose though.
Okay.
That's hard, bro.
Yeah, one song, like, oh my god.
Novocaine, Frank Ocean.
Okay.
Novocaine, Frank Ocean. Okay, I like that. I like
Yeah.
that, guys.
It's either that or Pyramids, because Pyramids is so long, it counts as like 4 songs.
Fair. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Digital Love Frank Ocean. Or Music Sounds Better With You by Stardust.
Oh, Woman of
I need
Culture.
something funky. I need some
So no
something.
Vibes Cartel.
No, not for my last song on earth.
For my
I'm
last
so
song on
sorry.
earth.
Last song.
So sorry.
Also the New World song. So when I first read this, I was thinking about like the Uta song at first, New
Mhm.
Genesis, and I thought maybe that's what she was listening to. I was like, oh, is Oda trying to like tie back in Uta?
Right.
Just because like Genesis and World, it's no big difference between like the two when you say New World and New Genesis. So I thought maybe it was a translation like change. But this is apparently Brooks' song that he was singing in Sabo de Archipelago. When
No
they were coming back.
way.
The song they were singing during the One Piece fan letter. Dun-na, 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 dun-na,
Right.
dun. This is that
Oh,
song.
I didn't know that.
So
Oh,
go
she's a
listen to the Soul
fan.
King.
Hey, maybe they'll see each other at some point and she'll fangirl a little bit.
Yeah, I'm
I love
nervous
that we're
about
getting
that.
to learn
season.
a little bit more of Gunko.
Yeah.
What I thought was very interesting in this one is Sommers is commenting on it's Gunko's post-meal ritual, which is kind of telling you that he's familiar with. Is
Yeah.
it? Yeah. She's familiar with her, and that they've gone on missions together. I'm assuming.
I mean, they part of the same squad.
Yeah.
I don't think they're
And that-
strangers. Like they just got thrown together like the Suicide Squad.
That's what I'm saying, and that just makes me think: what missions are these people going on? Because as far as we know, they're not really like out and about in the
Secret-
world doing things.
You're not
Secret
supposed to know.
operations.
This is even
I
higher.
guess
This is
so.
higher level than
Yeah, it's
CP0.
like it's
You
giving
know what I mean?
CIA.
It just makes me think like what kind of like are they just there to protect the celestial dragons, or is there something else that they're doing?
You gotta think
Like,
about
I
some of
don't
the
know.
things God's Knights have been used for before, right? Like God's
Mhm.
Knights were used during things like God's Valley, and these are events that people don't really know will be going on. So like
Yeah.
we don't know how much sicko events is happening.
Right.
Oh,
What
your
kind
boy
of
Yeah.
Purge Night.
Saint
Show us.
Zaza in the chat. They was looking for you, bro. Oh, Luffy making noise.
Yeah, Luffy's over here
Luffy,
barking.
Luffy trying to pod.
Give him a mic.
Luffy trying to pod.
I'm over here just I don't know because I'm still in my like conspiracy theory bag. I'm like, what if they're out here trying to fight space pirates that Anel met a few chapters ago?
Yo,
What
you
happened?
really
wanna-
trying to get a One Piece Z, huh?
I would love the One Piece in space thing, and we've been seeing all these little tidbits about it with Anel being on the moon, yada yada. It's like, when would we even
You trying to
that
get Luffy on
now?
the mic? We can't see him, man.
Oh.
Oh,
Did you
I
see
don't
his-
know. He was
did you
just He was just jumping on my.
Hey, Luffy.
Bro trying to pod. He's like, I'm gonna just tap this thing.
Everything he has to say is important.
He's mad chill.
Yes. This is man. He just wants to be included. That's all.
I just want to say hi. Free content. Free
He's
content.
Camera shy. He's camera shy. There you go, guys. That's my dog. That's Corgi D. Luffy right here.
Aw.
Follow Corgi D. Luffy on all socials.
On all socials.
That is his Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram handle.
Aw.
Shade said we have the Hunger Games every 3 years. Essentially, right? Who knows what they doing, bro? They probably be wilding.
We didn't know about the hunting thing and all that. Like that was going on back in those days. So who knows what they're doing now?
Yeah. Is there anything else on this page you want to take note of before we move on?
No.
All right. Real sad. One more week till Egghead Arc Part 2. Next Sunday, we back. Anime onlys do not know what they are in store for. I can't wait to see.
I can't wait for those
feel.
reactions. Yeah.
Things gonna pop off as soon as we get back.
I mean, it's not even that. They're not ready for this Kuma backstory.
Also that at all.
Man.
They're not ready for Jewelry.
I'm not ready for this Kuma backstory.
I'm also,
because that's the only time because like I binge. I haven't been a One Piece fan as long as Danny. I don't know how long you've been reading and watching One Piece.
I started reading during Dressrosa.
Oh, so you've been in the game for a minute.
Yeah.
So I caught up when we were at the Reverie, right?
Okay.
So that's where I came in, and then I lost my point.
We were talking about the anime popping off, and
yes.
You don't know what's going on.
That was like when I started reading, and that I've never cried reading a chapter or anything. I don't be crying for reading, period, because I don't be reading.
True.
So when I was reading that chapter, I was sitting here like, oh my God. Like it was like there's no voice acting, there's no music, I got nothing. I'm just sitting here reading and crying. I'm like, it was
a beautiful chapter. He knows how, like, if anything, no one can ever take away that Oda can write sadness. Like pure, unfiltered.
I thought I was reading Berserk. I was like, Oda, is this necessary?
Agonizing sadness. Like
why are we doing this? Why this gotta be like this?
Everybody gotta have a sad backstory.
Y'all must not know how serious this thing gets. Let me show you how evil these people really are. Like, it's not just about, they're the government, down with the government. Like, no, these are like, they're hunting people. They have slaves. Hello?
What happened to Jenny?
Like,
you think Shamrock is the one who knocked Jenny up, or you think it was Saturn?
Oh yeah, it wasn't Figureland?
Well, we don't have a confirmation. We don't know.
Oh yeah.
She just came back with a baby.
I don't know what the ages are for Shamrock and Kuma and Bonnie and all that.
Well, Shamrock's got to be the age of Shanks.
Yeah, because they twins.
Yeah,
it's twins.
How old is Shanks?
Shanks is what, 40 something? Shanks is like 45, I think. 39. Sorry.
Looks great.
He's 39.
She's 39. Bonnie's 12.
So then he would have been 27. Okay, that's baby making age.
That's baby making age.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. I hope not.
He's thinking about it now. He's like, oh no. He's like, nah. Shanks was a baby when Bonnie was born. You forget Bonnie's 12.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh man, you know what? I don't even want to know who the dad is.
That's what Shay just said. That's what Shay said.
Shay just said that too. Yo, Shay and I are on the same fucking page today. Yeah. I don't even want to know. Don't tell me. I don't think I could handle it emotionally.
Well, all right. So do we think like Gonko might be a traitor? Might be part of the Revolutionary Army or something? Because like, I don't know, man. Listening to Brooke's song is kind of wicked work.
Yeah, and just making it a point to show us exactly what song this is, and this isn't the first time they brought up her whole listening to something, you know? It's
and like I don't think Oda's making a mistake like with this design, looking like nobody else in the series has been designed like that besides Revolutionary Army people.
Yes. And last chapter when evil fuckface, what's his name? The one that's
Somers?
Yes, when Somers starts like describing like what he's gonna do to the children ever. If I'm remembering correctly, I do remember there was a moment when she was like, do we have to go that far or something like that? Like someone asked something, but I don't know. I'd have to reread that last chapter. It's been so much, but so much is just evil. It's just
I like it. I like when the antagonist is just like
Unhinged.
unhinged. You know what I mean? Because like before, like
was
Kaido didn't
real.
feel that unhinged for some reason. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no,
And then
because he still had that connection of seeing Luffy's dream. Like he was still
yeah, there
humanized.
was something
Like,
about it.
yeah,
Dofi unhinged.
yeah,
Maniac, right? Big Mom,
yeah,
you could kind of feel bad for Big Mom. I was like, okay,
yeah,
guys, you guys
yeah,
kind of bullying Olin right now.
yeah.
She don't deserve all this.
I
But
think so
Saturn
much
had
is
that
gonna
like
be.
unredeemable, that
Mhm.
irredeemable, like, oh, you are like Frieza evil.
Yeah, like I hate him. Nothing nice to say.
Yeah.
0 stars. Yeah.
All right. Let's get to the next 2 pages. I'll take it from here. We got Saul. There. This should keep me safe. Now I'm gonna stop him cold. Good luck, Saul, from Chopper and Robin. I can tell y'all just following this stationary cloth thingy, and the cloth is heading right for the fire. You're gonna die if you keep going forward, so I'm gonna stop you. There, she stopped. Ah! As the kids start stabbing each other. Huh? No, I'm sorry. Ilva, Scaldi. You okay back there, Olav? What a disaster. If you stop one, the others damage each other with the spikes. This is awful. It's sadistic. The most emotion I see Robin show in a minute. Besides what she
Yeah.
saw.
She's not having it.
Saul, I think our only option is to search for whoever's powers these are. Do you even know if they're nearby? But the kids are going to throw themselves into the fire while we search. I got to try everything I can. Oh, it's a lot of noise in the background. I don't know what that is.
Sorry, that was me. I was putting Luffy down.
If we can't stop him from the front, I'll start with Bjorn in the back. There. I got him loose from the line. Now, if we just peel him off one at a time. Huh?
See, this is where we're saying that sick, sadistic bastard
Mhm.
Sommers really do his thing right now. Because
Mhm.
it's one thing to like attack the people trying to help the kids, and it's something entirely different to like actually hurt the kids whenever they get stopped. That's crazy work.
Didn't
Bro.
you hear him when he pulled up? He's like, "Oh, we just gotta kidnap some kids and take them in." Like,
Yo,
he was hyped.
It's just a Tuesday for me.
Yeah,
If
it's like
Fuck Them
picking
Kids
apples.
was a character in One Piece, Saint Somers
Ha.
is the definition of fuck them kids.
Yeah,
Dude,
literally.
he was saying a couple chapters ago, like, what if they go into the fire? Yeah, fuck them. We'll just get more kids.
Yeah.
We'll just go get the rest.
Seriously, like this guy's just the
The
worst.
God Valley energy, bro. Like
Mhm.
you could tell these are the type of people that was hunting down bodies. You know what I mean? Just for the
Yeah, I
love
was
of the
gonna say
game, for some points.
you can
Just
tell
for
the
the
level
love.
of difference between bad. Like there's like a Kainu bad, you
It's
know,
like
still hit him.
he's like
Bad.
bad, but he has morals.
You feel me? Like these dudes are like
There's
just
no values,
straight
no
up
morals. They're like, yeah, who
evil.
cares about these people?
Yeah, no morals.
Yeah, and it's one thing because literally in the last chapter, he's just laughing at the adults trying to save the kids. Ha 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 ha!
Literally.
Look at the adults trying their hardest to save the kids, and he's just cackling. This man's cackling.
OD with the
Then he starts
congratulations, you played yourself.
describing that being the best moment. Like it's like, oh, that's the best time of pain is when it's through love and a parent trying to. I'm like,
This is his
Huh?
reality TV.
yeah.
Wait a minute. I just realized in the back. Girl, how many starter decks? You got every starter deck in the back?
The first,
Is that OPO1?
yeah, the first 12
Oh wow!
until I started having some Kuth. But yeah, and I got a blue bottom. That's my
Oh.
biggest prized achievement.
Oh, no white bottoms over here. Blue bottoms.
We got white
What
bottoms
is
too.
what does that mean?
First like the first
Yeah,
prince.
it's the first run. So it's like a little
Oh,
That's like she's sitting on like a $400 brick over there.
facts. It used to be so much more.
it'll go back up.
Yeah, exactly. I said I'm not gonna open that until like I have children and this whole like card thing happens again, a la 2020.
Tariffs go away.
The only thing I have sealed is OPO5. I've chilled out since after like OPO5, I was like, I can't keep up anymore. I did it for 1 year, and then now it's just too much product, and like it's doing well. Like the game is doing well.
And the tournaments and stuff, yeah, they're
tournaments
active.
are good. The cards
It's
are beautiful. It's really good quality compared to like all the other card games. Like that cardboard in those other card games feel like easily damageable. The One Piece cards, they feel
that quality.
Yeah.
My next thing is to start playing. I've just been a collector. Now I want to start playing.
Girl, just get on the sim. You don't
I
gotta
love
use.
that.
You don't gotta
I
open
know,
your
but it's not on your
cards.
phone. I need it to be on
I
mobile.
need it on my phone.
I totally get that. I would
Like,
play it more if it was on the phone.
exactly. The only reason I'm good at Pokemon Pocket is because that shit's on my phone.
One more thing I want to take note in this these 2 pages before we move on. It's interesting to hear that they can see the arrows and it just looks like a cloth to them.
Right. He's like, oh, they're just
Well,
following his club.
I mean, on Gunko, we thought they were bandages,
Yeah.
so it
Mhm.
kind of tracks a
Well,
little
I
bit.
thought like maybe because like some of the arrows just look like black arrows, right? So I didn't know if maybe she was just making. I didn't really know what they would visually see. I didn't know if everybody could see maybe the arrow powers being used. I didn't know if the arrow powers required the bandage. You
Right.
know what I mean? I didn't know exactly what the visual cue of it would be. Because you know sometimes there's some powers you can't really see, like Scratchman Up Pools, right? We
Mhm.
could see it as
Yeah.
readers, but they can't see
Yeah.
like how it
The
works
notes hitting,
specifically.
yeah.
All right. You want to go to the next 2 pages?
Yes. What I'm afraid of. Fenrir. Looks like a bad wolf. Huh? Are they working together somehow? Who's controlling this thing and from where? And we have Chopper. Oh, Chopper's freaking losing it. I hate when he gets like this. Mr. Principal, it's not just the Western Village. Other villages are reporting back about similar monsters. This is happening all over Elbaf. It seems clear that these are devil fruit powers at work. We must identify the culprits. Agreed. Outside of the Western Village. There we go. Oh. Draggers. Is that what we decided? Was it draggers?
Joggers? I don't know.
Joggers. Joggers aren't actually supposed to exist though. And look how much trouble it was just to stop one of these things. Get the wounded to the village. Is that Frankie?
Nah, it's just
Nah,
some
it's just a bunch of
background
random
character
warriors.
number
Okay.
4.
Graw! Nidhogger. Nidhogger. I'm pretty sure that has to be.
What'd you call me? Nah.
I know, right? Yo, I was reading this like, hold on a second.
Let me sound it out.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal.
Nidhogger. So we have What I'm Afraid of, Nidhogger. It's no use. There are just too many There are just too many monsters. Then we have What I'm Afraid of, Ghosts. We can't protect the village. Flee for your lives. Whoa, hello, why you cut off? It's our turn, Dory. Indeed, Brocky.
Oh,
Yo,
I love the way that ghost is drawn with that little hat.
Yeah, with the hat.
look
Yo,
at-
it's so
is,
cool.
is that who's ghost?
You know what I just thought of? Remember the numbers?
Yeah.
The number giants?
Yeah. Like it kind of gives like the same like weirdly drawn silhouettes. It's giving me that.
Yeah.
Oh, back when they used only silhouettes and we thought the numbers was gonna be actually like nice.
Yeah, thing. Yeah. Exactly. It
That
so
was probably
hypothetical.
one of the most underwhelming group of things that Oda ever introduced. She
For
was like,
real.
why they even exist?
They were like the most weirdest, like mashed up things, right? They were like weird
He was
devil
getting-
fruit ones.
He was getting too crazy with like the card aesthetic for Kaido's group. He was like, yeah, I got a queen,
Yeah.
a king, a jack, I got numbers, I got a
Yeah.
joker,
You got
I got-
Topi Ropo.
I got Toby Ropo
Yeah,
that's named
Toby
card
Ropo.
games.
Yeah.
I really love how these monsters are drawn, and I like the little title cards. The One I'm Afraid of, like it's
Yeah.
literally a class project.
I can already see them like animating those intros for
Oh, it's gonna
monsters.
be so good. The
I think,
animation.
It's insane to think about the scale though of these nightmares, because like
Hell yeah.
the scaling of this is like we're reading this and the giants look normal sized to us because of how we're reading it, because the Straw Hats are the only relative humans here. But it's like, if these things are this big to the giants, how big are they to the Straw Hats?
I
They must
definitely
be
have
mountains.
that thing where it's like you're scared of like super unnaturally big things or like super big statues or whatever. So like this whole arc has just been like even like seeing like what like Frankie size compared to like the tree, or like just the fact that they have buildings on the tree branches and use the branches as a system. Like how big is this tree?
It's wicked.
Like,
I want to also mention that I'm very impressed, and I love to see that the Giants actually pulled through and were able to beat that Draugr.
oh yeah.
You know, like for some reason, I was already in the mindset that I was going to take the Straw Hats or, like actually Dorian
Yeah.
Broggy over here to take down one of these things. But to see that some of these background characters can background character giants can actually, like, if they
Yeah.
team up, they can take one
Yeah.
down.
Hold their
Sure,
own,
there's
yeah.
it's not going to look pretty, but
I mean,
it's
as soon as
gonna
the dragon popped up after they took down the Draugr, they were like, "Oh, we're cooked. We don't got nothing left in us, man. We got nothing in the tank."
Listen, they're gonna have to go plus ultra in this battle. That's all I'm saying, because things are only just getting started.
Reach new
And
heights,
They
bro.
don't even know the full scope yet. Like,
Yeah.
Let's see. Shade said the arrows, those were infused with hockey, the black arrows.
oh, that would make sense.
That would make sense, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the numbers were a failed experiment of the world government trying to recreate the ancient giants on Punk Hazard until Kaido got his hands on them. That's why they were so trash
Yeah.
And dumb.
and useless. They saw Yamato and it was like, okay, we'll do everything Yamato says.
Thank
All right,
God.
let's read the last two then.
Yeah, let's we about to get into the finals.
So
take
continuing
us
off
home.
where we left off, where it's our turn, Dory. Indeed, Brocky. Hakoku sovereignty as they launch a fire straight into the dragon, blowing a hole through its chest. Boom! Yes, the captains. I mean, the giant pirate crew. Sorry for taking so long. We had to puke up all we drank. Such a shame. We'll exterminate all these monsters, though. You folks help the children. It's the Great Eric Svar edition. You're going to get it now, all you monsters. Why'd you bother sobering up? And then here we see Scopper Gaban. What? Look, it's Mr. Ya the Mountain Eater. That ship is unstoppable.
Oh, look at that. Who
Boom.
was right, Danny?
So last week, Corey and I had a discussion as to whether or not we would see Scopper Gaban anytime soon. And I was of the mindset that we wouldn't see this man until the end of the arc.
Yeah, me too.
And yet, literally, the next chapter.
Which I'm excited about, though, because I was hyped when I saw him, but then the way he ended it, like, oh, come find me if Elbath is still a thing. I'm like, oh,
right?
This is about to be a run back. Like, before
Would you blame me?
I'm just
Corey
saying,
over
bro.
here's got foresight. He's got that fucking future sight, Haki.
Listen, it's not future sight, bro.
Just
it's
tell
all
us Otis
about
texting you. God,
it's about. Just tell us Otis texting you. Nah, bro. It's about themes, bro. You recognize patterns and what works for the story. You look
I also
at the
recognize
lines
the
that said,
dialogue, bro, and he literally said something
Yes.
that alluded to the fact that we wouldn't see him until
Right.
much later.
He said the Straw Hats won't see him until much later.
True.
He didn't
But
say
I do
we
like
not.
that he put him in the action, because it would be like so unrealistic for him to be like seeing all this shit happening on the island and him just
And
be
he's
like,
just doing nothing. Like, that's crazy. That's
"I'll wait till
wicked
Luke is
work,
dead."
bro.
Like,
Yeah.
We need to see him get his ass kicked by these God's Knights. Or
I
at
don't
least
know about
we
all
got to
that.
see him go, you know what? I don't got it. The same way Rayleigh does it.
yeah,
Yeah. Every time we see Rayleigh scrap, well, the two times we see him scrap,
Right.
he said, oh, nah. He's like, Kizaru, he's like, I could hold Kizaru back.
yeah.
But I'm not about to beat this nigga. And then when
Yeah.
the thing with Bo Hancock Island, when
Yeah,
Black
because
Bear,
he's always mentioning his age. He's like, oh, you know, like, I don't have it like that no more. It's
My
like,
back-
Rayleigh, please, you're Rayleigh, your hair. Stop.
my
God.
my back is killing me.
Right. I can't stand these old guys because I love them so much and we get so little of them and they be so OP and it's just like,
Well, then you end up with Garp.
yeah.
You like when
I
you
like
go out
Garp.
there and say, you know what, you wasn't humble. You went out there as an old dude,
Mm-hmm.
and now you trapped on Hachinosu.
Mm-hmm.
And
Thought
we all
he
know
had
Aokiji let you live.
Yeah, he did.
Because if
which
that
was-
wasn't Aokiji, you would have been dead.
that was a whole God, that feels like so many years ago.
Right.
Like,
Mad
it
long
wasn't.
ago.
It feels like so long ago we were seeing like Shanks's first move, like named move.
The divine departure. Whew.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Speaking of
Dorian
divine
Brady be
departure,
spamming this Hukaku so.
Hey, if it works,
spamming
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I mean, it took out the ghost and the dragon, cool. But I'm like, you guys, can y'all do any attacks by yourselves?
Oh, they have to do the double attack. It's a thing.
Yeah, come on, man.
Just
Especially if they can afford to do
It's
it.
like Team Rocket.
at this point, just spam it on every single, just Hikaku sovereignty, like you're playing like one of those Naruto Shippuden games.
Yeah, and just kill them all, right?
But I'm glad to see that these whatever these dream monsters don't
Mhm.
have high HP.
Right. Like they're not like super OP. Yeah,
mean,
that would-
We
that
talking
would
about a
suck.
Hikaku sovereignty that wiped out Kid in one shot.
Well,
Well, Kid's
no.
whole shit in one shot.
Kid's whole ship. That's a ship.
Yeah.
Not Kid.
Yeah.
Kid got washed by Shanks.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
but also taking out a whole ship in one shot is not no easy feat.
I wonder how like they're gonna regenerate. Does killing him have to
If
like
they
bring
regenerate,
them
oh,
out
we're
again?
cooked.
I'm gonna be so tight because how
Which
long
makes
will
sense
that?
though. If it'll regenerate. Now, like that
Yeah,
just makes sense that it would do that.
especially because they still are not aware of who and where and what's going on. So
Yeah.
we're still gonna have to get through that. Then they're gonna have to beat them for these things to actually stop. But the kids are like, what, 5 steps away from the fire on that branch? Like, what?
Yeah,
We gonna have to stop them.
they're
Bro
about
does
to
not
literally
care.
be cooked.
And like, I know Gavon not having that though. I knew he wasn't.
Yeah, he's over here. He's got a drink in his hand.
Yeah,
got the
he's like,
Hawaiian
oh, it's about
shirt.
to be lit.
Listen,
He's in
bro,
the
he said
zone.
it's up and it's stuck, dude.
Mhm.
It's-
It's up and it's stuck. I do
Which
think
I
that
like. I was so tight when like he even told Luffy like, "Oh, come and find me if Elbaf is still like whatever he said, like running or whatever." And it's just like, damn, like why do they keep like putting this boy to just
Yeah.
sit him down and explain the world to him?
Just
Like, not-
tell him who
it's
you
like,
are.
It's Luffy.
'Cause
Like
even when they was about
he
to
don't
say,
even care.
even when he was about to tell them, Road was about to say who they were,
Yeah,
bro was like, nah, don't
exactly.
tell him yet,
It's
bro.
just like it's always
don't
so
even-
like, Luffy, like he's noticed his Gear 5. Oh yeah, definitely Joy Boy. Interesting. Come find me at the end. Like, damn, bro. Like,
Shade said Killingham said he can use his ability multiple times at the same time in the last chapter. So yeah, he's gonna spam it. I mean, even the way it looks like these things were defeated, I'm like, these things will probably just regenerate right back.
well, also true too. They have to get more. Well, hopefully they don't. But he's already talking about getting more kids. He's like, oh, no matter if these go into the fire, we'll just get more. So it's like, obviously, yeah, this is gonna be a way longer battle than.
Yeah.
Never mind the fact that Loki got it. Loki right now is Lokiing.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
not anymore, but I don't trust that at all
Well,
either.
we definitely got to go into the Loki back. We're gonna get into a Loki backstory soon, or like
Mhm.
some type
Oh,
of
yeah.
like.
1000%.
I thought we were gonna get that this chapter.
Well, I knew because before I was like, all right, we got to cut to like Frankie, right? I knew
Yeah.
that was inevitable because I was like, okay, what haven't we seen in a minute? So we got to cut from here to here. So we got to get that out the way to get an update what everybody else is doing. I do think that Scappa Gabon will still be the first human that runs into the God's Knights.
Yeah.
Just because they're already on his radar. He was already looking for them. Like that's
Yeah,
why I was like,
true.
bro, for him to disappear for the whole rest of the arc after
Like,
he was
popped
already
up 'cause
looking for
some
them.
strange shit was
He was
happening.
already
Yeah,
looking for them.
Yeah.
Shade with the $5 super chat. Thank you. Side question: how was the last episode of Solo Leveling since they changed a lot of stuff in it? I'm anime only, so Danny, you'd have to say as a reader.
I was
Wait,
a
Sachi, do
reader
you watch Solo?
when this.
I have not caught. I need to catch up to season 2. I need
Okay.
to. Yeah, I only watched.
We won't
season
say too much then.
1. Yeah.
Because I read this like 5 or
It's fine.
6 years
I don't know
ago.
anyone's name, so y'all could go crazy.
I don't
Oh,
know
no,
anyone's names
there's
either, and
not.
I'm caught up.
There's not gonna be much to say.
Okay.
For this, as far as the finale, I thought it was a great finale. Again, like it's really setting up what's going to come. I think it expanded, I want to say, the world a little bit by introducing some new characters that are gonna take center stage in future arcs. And again, the glaze for Sun Jin Woo is unmatched. Because
a
we saw
twink,
him
I've been
do
seeing-
his thing on multiple fronts in this episode when it came to healing Hunter Cha
Yeah.
and releasing that other
See, bro, you
Hunter,
just going
Young
into
Gu.
straight spoilers. See, after
Well,
she
she
just said
doesn't know
she was-
names.
Yeah, I don't know anyone.
know
I damn barely know Sun Woo.
She doesn't remember
Sunwin.
those
Same
guys'
guy. Interface dude, whatever. Like, dude with the screens.
I enjoy Solo Leveling as much as I critique it all the time in regards to like how much I feel like the anime community has just the IQ has just really, really dropped with this new batch of anime fans that we have coming in. The 2020 generation, the younger kids, even the ones who are like our age who just got into anime around the pandemic and all that. Demon Slayer did it. And now, you know, it's Hunter Hunter. To see, I just called it Hunter Hunter by accident. And that was Solo Leveling's turn. Like, people love the animation, the action, and then all you gotta do is sit and think about it for a second. You're like, okay, well, this is not that deep. Like, But
Yeah.
Yeah.
the peak, everything is peak is enough for
Yeah,
people.
everything. Well, just sit back for Kagurabachi anime drop because you already know that's about to be.
Are you reading it?
I started reading it. I'm not caught up. I'm on chapter probably like 30 something, 40 something, but
Okay.
I already saw it got announced. And even before it got it, when the manga dropped, people are already like, oh, this is about to be the next biggest anime ever. So I can only imagine that's about to
Oh,
be.
now we're on it. We've been doing Kagurabachi live streams on the channel, so we do them once a month now.
Oh, nice.
So we do like a bulk of chapters that come
Okay.
out over that time. But what are we on? Chapter 72
Okay.
now?
I gotta
73?
catch up. I like it. I felt like for a while I was kind of just reading to read because it is such a stereotypical shonen setup
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
But it's nice. I like it. And I think anime wise it's gonna be like good.
Yeah, I think the anime will do it a lot of favors. I'm not sure
Yeah.
which studio's going to do it because, like, for
Me
all I
too.
know, it could be a Sakamoto Day situation, which I still enjoy. Like, I don't need great
Me
animation
too.
to enjoy a story. It's
Right.
just like Soul Lover has clearly showed that, like, man, you give these guys good animation, they'll call anything the
Right.
best anime of the
Literally.
year. You know what I
Which
mean?
is I think the only reason why I'm upset or the only negative thing I would have to say about the Sakamoto Days anime is because like as a manga reader, like the fighting choreography really, really important. I like the animation. Again, it's just not, it's just not fancy, shiny, ooh ah. It's like
Yeah.
normal, good animation. If it's the story, it works. I like it. But it's not gonna like people aren't gonna give it that chance to see again
It's
the
too late
great
now.
fighting
They
choreography.
already
That's
saw it already how it looks and like, no.
yeah, they're like, "Oh, they already wrote it off."
Yeah.
It's
For me,
coming
I
from a
consider
One Piece for kids person, yeah, I know how that feels.
People
For-
are saying that the animation studio that's going to be doing Kagurabachi is rumored to be the same. It's called Cyber Agent.
Mm,
They're the
Okay.
ones who are behind like Oshinoko,
okay.
Zombie Land Saga, and some other anime. I don't really
Okay.
know.
I watched Oshinoko, but I don't know if I'm gonna continue
That's-
Oshinoko
It's rumors.
because I've heard whispers about the ending.
It's
So
a seinen?
What?
Oshinoko? Oshinoko? I just looked it up.
I mean Oshinoko gets kind of dark.
I see.
It's like the first episode is like an hour long, and I cried.
Oh.
Damn.
But then like
still
after
gotta
that
watch
first
it.
episode, the sauce drops a lot. Not
Mm.
gonna hold you. Like
Elephant lied.
Like
Got it.
it was one of the situations like, if you did the 3-episode rule with Oshinoko, you would be fooled into thinking you was coming into some heat. But homie, the person who does Oshinoko apparently just like I think got over it because I think they're the same people who did Kaguya-sama.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
I could be wrong. I might be mixing it up there, but like they was just over it and just wanted that shit to end.
Oh, looks good.
Hate to see it.
And I hope I'm not mixing up the wrong anime by accident when saying that story. So if I'm wrong, obviously correct me. We are not a news anime channel. We just be yapping. I try my best to stay caught up with what I can current event wise.
Right.
Shade
Um,
saying Kagurabachi chapter 73 was peak. So Corey, we got something to look forward to, but
We
unfortunately,
won't know for 3 weeks.
I won't know for 3 weeks because I can't read the chapters anymore
Bro, making
until
something
we
we-
live stream.
He making something we muzzling him because I told him, bro, all right, because Kagurabachi's not One Piece. One Piece is one of those things I feel like, because remember you texted me, you was like, should I read this beforehand or whatever?
Right.
And I was like, read it beforehand because like One Piece is so much to dissect.
Yeah.
So like it's easier for us to like dissect it if we read it already versus like
Mhm.
the first time you're sitting here like, we didn't
Yeah,
know
you're like,
that.
wait, what?
Wait, what? So what happened again?
Mhm.
Not all of us could be Tekken 101 on YouTube. Like we don't have that much
Right.
information in our head.
Especially with these names.
Yeah. But Kagurabachi, it's not like a chapter of Kagurabachi isn't a One Piece chapter. It's not as
Oh,
much
yeah.
to
Yeah,
take
no.
from the bone, you know what I mean, to really have a deep conversation about. So I was just like, dude, we might have to like lump these chapters together, like 3 or 4 together,
batch them.
because
That makes sense.
there's nothing to say besides cool action panel. Cool
Yeah,
fight
exactly. It's like,
panel,
okay, cool.
Great shot.
great
good
shot,
angles.
good
New
angles.
character, and then that's it. Like
Oh,
maybe
man,
someone
no-
gets introduced.
You know what I mean? So now it's like, okay, we got a bunch at one time, but because Danny was reading ahead of it before me and
Mhm.
Kimmy, he would know whatever was happening, but me and Kimmy would not know.
Mhm.
And once again, I was right. I had a theory, and we had a video. We was doing a stream, and I didn't know what was going to happen at the last chapter during the stream, but Danny already read it, and I had a theory from 2 streams before that when I said what was going to happen, and he was like, "I don't think that's going to happen." And then what I said happened, but he knew before the stream, but I didn't know until the end of the stream, and it ruined me being able to gloat because we didn't get to experience Danny realizing he was wrong live on camera.
Look at his face.
He had
Corey just wanted to gloat. That's what it is. You petty bastard. And now I can't read the shit weekly no more.
Gotta ruin it, bro. But we yapped about other stuff besides One Piece. How are we feeling overall about this chapter? We usually give a rating out of 10. No points, no point situations, no halfsies. We whole numbers. So how are we feeling out of 10? Final thoughts.
I'm gonna say 7. I mean, we got a lot. We got a drip of lore. We got actual action that's progressing the story. You know, we got to check in on people we haven't seen in a while. I think it was what more? Like, what more could we have needed?
Yeah.
I think I agree. I think I'm also gonna give it a 7. Like she mentioned before, getting that little lore drop in the beginning with that time capsule of 3,000 years.
Yeah.
You know, just shows us that he's in this conspiracy theory bag.
Pieces putting together.
We saw the Straw Hats over here acting like a Yonko crew, formulating plans, talking strategy.
Yeah.
Usopp
not being scared.
A lot of comedy in this chapter too, like with Brooke and like with Nami, like you wrote it.
Yeah.
Like that.
I'll give it a 7.
I've been convinced because first read through, I was like, this might be a 6 out of 10 to me. First time reading through. But now that like I've had more time to think about it, reprocess it. For me, what always helps kind of give me a higher rating, and maybe it might just be what happened as a result of these streams. When reading it along with I think other people and then like having bouncing ideas off of each other makes the chapter more fun. So I feel like my alone reaction is always a lower score than like when we do it together. Because I'm like, you know what? Yeah, this chapter was fun.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, things did happen, and every chapter doesn't have to be an absolute banger, but this is good. This is good stuff. So I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10 as well.
Look at that.
But thank you, Sachi, for taking the time to read along with us for chapter 1144. Really, really appreciate you.
If you ever want to do it again, let us know. If you ever catch up on Kagurabachi.
I definitely that's my next project.
You guys got to do the Survivor.
Oh yeah, too. We got a list. I got a list. I'm coming.
We could do the season finale recap.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, for this new season you're
Corey,
watching.
there's only
no, I'm not watching Survivor, bro. It's not happening. I'm not watching Survivor.
All right, Corey. Sachi, did you watch last week's episode?
What day is it? Sunday? Did I finish? Probably not, but yeah, I'm caught up otherwise. Like, if anything, I'm one episode behind.
I know
there's a lot to talk about.
I know what's going to happen is Danny's going to Sachi's about to start the Colon Pirates over here, and Danny's about to leave me for dead and start the Survivor podcast with her.
Yes, the Survivor podcast.
Let's do it.
But
freaking great show.
But before we close out the stream, shout out to everybody who came through and showed some love and joined us for One Piece chapter 1144. Sachi, you want to let everybody know where they can find you on the socials?
Yes, you guys can find me at Chibi-Thot. That's Chibi TH0T. Pretty much everywhere, and on YouTube and Twitch, it's Local Magical Gal, GAL. And then Attack on Trend is also my fashion blog that I am currently in a little hiatus, but give me some weeks. I got y'all. Lots of fun stuff coming.
She said editing hell.
Yeah.
Right around the corner.
Word. But yeah, thank you for everybody who came through. Make sure you guys subscribe to the Moon Piece Podcast channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you get notified for more content we put out. Leave a like if you end up enjoying the stream. Leave a comment if you're watching this after the fact. Let us know your thoughts on chapter 1144. Also, if you want to be a part of our channel memberships, they are $1.99. They help to just support the channel. You know, we are a small channel trying to grow and do what we can. We offer special emojis to use during the chat with that. You also get early access to watching the official videos at least 24 hours ahead of time. Try my best to get them edited before the Tuesday 7 a.m. deadline so that you guys can watch it a little bit earlier. And the more we go, hopefully we can add more tiers that kind of add more incentive to special streams, that's members only content, things like that as we go along. But it ain't even been 2 years, so we're trying our best. So thank you guys and enjoy your life.
Bye.
Peace.